your song.
Hi, everybody. It's Les from Rialto Academy. I'm so happy to be with you today. Today, we're having a series of discussions with a client of ours that we're very proud of. It's the Dapo Group. And the Dapo Group is a husband and wife team, some wonderful, energetic young people with a lot of creativity that we're really enjoying their success that we get to be part of. Let me introduce you right now to AD and Amanda. Hello, y'all.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. I get to be with y'all. It makes me feel fantastic. I'm made proud by your progress every single month, and I really appreciate it. It's you that's growing your business. It's me as coach that gets to be part of it, and I'm grateful every single time that you guys hit a home run, and you sure do deliver those home runs with good regularity. We're off to a running start, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions that we can share with our viewership here. AD and Amanda, when I met them, had some significant skills and assets and talents, really. Some of them were natural talents that they had begun to develop, and we found it to be very interesting. Every business is unique, and the Dapo Group is certainly an example of that. And Amanda, when we very first met, you were doing these events at schools. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it wasn't truly just me. So our roles, I guess, small FYI, a little plug here. If you're working with your husband and wife team, always understand roles and responsibilities. So he is the person with the idea, and I'm the person that implements that idea. Simple as that. So, so he had already talked about, Amanda, I really want to get in these schools. Amanda, I want to get in these schools. And with the personality type that I have, I'm a high I. So I decided to use my influence to go bully some people into submission and get inside of our first school. Our first school was Rogers Heights Elementary in Prince George's County, Maryland. And it wasn't really that hard. It was really just connecting with the people who make decisions. So usually a principal's administrative assistant or the front desk person, if you will, or the principal themselves, and just giving them your unique value proposition. And then it always helps just to kind of bring maybe some food, like some cookies, donuts, or even some pizzas. Teachers love pizzas for some reason. And ask how many teachers there are. And then what you want to do is you want to come during a time that doesn't take away from them. Always come from a place of contribution. Less I'm listening, where we actually will give them just a pizza, and then of course not take away from their day of productivity, come during like lunch hours, and then tell them what you can do for them when it comes to home buying and of course home selling, and then bring special things for them, specific things that have to do with teachers. So we explained all those different attributes to the decision maker, and of course they're like, it was a no-brainer. Yes, please come serve our teachers. And so that turned into from one school to now 57 conservatively. I think it's more.
Woo! Oh, that's a good number. Let's say that again. So you grew that from one school to how many?
1 to now 57. He says it's more because he's the numbers guy, because we know our roles. But
well, I'm going to guess he's probably right. Yet that's impressive. That's nice.
Yeah, to now 57 schools. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting that with all the events that real estate businesses consider, you guys chose schools and you chose teachers. Do you think that had particular effect on how you communicated your belief system to your community and built rapport with your community?
Yeah, I believe so. So, real estate is a face-to-face contact sport. So we want to be able to get in contact or even in front of the clients that need our services the most. And when we think of teachers, our teachers made a very lasting impression on us growing up. So it's kind of our way of giving back, that, if you live where you serve, you're held to a higher level of accountability, and that, you can really make a meaningful impact with those people. So it was almost like a no-brainer. And again, I had the idea and the vision, but the managers really, from an operations perspective, just really killed it. And here we are from number 1 to 56. So
yeah, and helping people important to the community. And you're certainly not the first real estate team to think about presenting in a school, yet you're one of the very few that grew that to 57 schools and all the relationships involved with that. I'm extremely proud of those choices that y'all made, as a matter of fact, and recognizing. So in our work together, right? This is a team that we're developing, the Dapo Group. I get to be the coach. They're the people doing the decisions. I'm not doing their work for them. They're doing this work and building their business. They get to own every bit of this success. And so, so that success with the teachers, at one point, AD and Amanda realized that they could reach out to that community in a slightly different way. And so this spring, they kind of raised the ante on the type of event they're doing. And I don't want to steal your thunder yet. Let's go ahead and start to unpack that. So you know what I'm referring to. What is this event that you have coming up later this spring?
Are you talking about our super quiet library event, or?
Sure, yeah, that little soft-spoken library event that hardly anyone knows about. Now I think you know what I'm talking about. It's got hundreds of people attending it. I believe it has a waiting list. What is that?
So we decided, so the first thing is that once we decided, we were converting a lot of these teachers, a lot of them. And when we were looking at the type of products that they were using a lot of first responder products, because local lenders here in Prince George's County, Maryland, and DC area, the DMV, if you will, they consider teachers as first responders. So it kind of opened up a bigger gamut for us. So we were just focusing at a point with just teachers when we realized there were these other avenues of business and people that we could focus on as well. So we decided, why not get them all in one room? So me and AD, we are big movie fans, like insane movie fans. So what we decided to do is to do a movie night, but not just any movie night, because Les likes to what does he like to do? He likes to drop matches into gasoline and blow things up. So we decided to do a movie night, and we made a specific an intentional relationship with Disney and Marvel Entertainment to get an exclusive copy of the new upcoming Avengers movie. So the movie hasn't started yet. It will be April 20. They will be showing it is opening weekend, April 28th. And we have invited 411 first responders, so teachers, nurses, military individuals, EMTs, police officers, firefighters, and then we also brought in our county leadership, so the political side of it all. So we have the fire chief, we have the police chief, we have all the administrative associates, we even have our county executive coming in as well, because what that does from a business perspective is it doesn't just give you access to 411 people to say, hey, I'm a realtor and I can help you buy or sell a house. but at the exact same time, when you invite leadership, it anchors you. It anchors you as a business who is making an impact in their community. So, there's a bunch of other realtors floating around the atmosphere, but no one's doing it like this. So what we did is we put the event out there through a series of marketing tactics. Les literally really got tough on us. He was like, you have a database. Get on the phone. Remember that conversation?
Yeah, so even when we first did the movie, I think the count was like maybe, at first we wanted 100, right? Because again,
it was 118.
Sometimes when you're comfortable, you can accidentally be complacent. So 100, we knew we could do 100. Then, we talked to ourselves, and we talked to Les. I was like, Les may want us to up it up. So we did it to 200, thinking that we were doing something. We're like, man, 200 is going to be a goal.
It's going to be an amazing movie. Yeah, 200 people.
We're going to have to work really hard.
Yeah.
And then we brought it to you, and you asked us that.
You're just like, that's okay.
Yeah, I remembered it like yesterday. You said, is there a bigger theater? And you said, yeah.
Yeah, but we
like
don't.
400.
We don't need that. Yeah, that's for people who need it.
So, you need it. They need to build a bigger theater for y'all. So when you say you have you invited 410 people, I know what you mean is that you have 410 people attending already and a waiting list. Am I correct?
Yes, we sold out in 2 days. So the conversation was, because we were doing a lot of like online marketing and things like that, and the conversion was moving really slow. We had a coaching call with you that Wednesday. You said, get on the phone. Nothing changes. Have a face. What's the difference? I remember the conversation. What's the difference in you sending me an email, inviting me to something, versus getting on the phone, picking up the phone, coming from the actual owner of a company and saying, I want you to be there personally. Will you come? I did that. We have a database of like 1,000 and some people or something like that. So we called every single one of them, and in 2 days, in 2 days we had a problem. In 2 days we had overfilled the room. We had a good problem. We had overfilled the room, the 249. I sent you a text saying we're sold out, all caps. I need to get the bigger room. You going up to the bigger room? Yes. And then we had another call that Monday. Was it that Monday? It was. We had another call that Monday, and I said, guess what, Les? We have officially sold out. Yeah. So we have now a waiting list. And the waiting list it keeps going up. The waiting list, I think, is like at 100 people or 110 people or something like that. I need to look.
That is fantastic. And you get conversations with all 520 that you just described or something. And what I know as well is that that's not just getting everybody that you can, that you guys have focused on the composition in the room and making sure that you're being very purposeful about the first responders. I'd like those of you watching to recognize also that AD and Amanda really thought through the idea of farming and growing this community, and who doesn't like a fireman or a policeman or an EMT technician moving into the neighborhood. We're all fond of that, and it's a great thing to be able to tell buyers when you come in, and these people deserve our help. So it's not only a really fantastic business growth tactic, it's also the right thing to do and allows you to be seen for somebody who loves their community and start a family in that community. And you guys threw down a correct impression that way. I want to draw attention to another thing that you did that I'm very proud of and excited, and I admire you for. And those of you that are watching, I don't recommend that you jump straight into this next set of tactics. AD and Amanda had a particular fire in their belly to do it, and it worked out extremely well. So Amanda, a lot of people might rent out a movie theater in real estate and do an event, yet they wouldn't get the movie company to treat them like a special allied resource. They wouldn't get the AMC. Let's make sure and mention AMC Theater has been a fantastic allied resource for you as well, and Disney as well. So I'm telling you right now, y'all don't all go pick up the phone and call Disney and Marvel and AMC. I'm just saying that when you that it can be done if you open up your mind to whatever your event outreach is. You can go for the top shelf relationships like that if you're really bringing the game and you're strong at building rapport and relationships. And I know y'all did that extremely well. Can you tell me what it was like to build that sort of relationship? And is it going to be an ongoing relationship with Marvel, Disney, AMC? What do you expect from this thing as it goes forward?
Well, I guess I'll address the first question. It was challenging. I had to have a special fire in my belly. Just have to say, you know what? Just going to send that email. We're just going to do it. What happens? You know. And so I remember having the conversation about promotional items. I wanted to have a specific movie. I wanted a trailer. I wanted a trailer to add to our event page so that when people came to our page, the presentation was a multi-million-dollar company is supporting this event. That's the presentation I wanted. So how was I going to get that? You can't just go to YouTube and download a trailer. You will get sued. They will take it down. So what I decided to do is to understand the chain of command. So I actually literally, lie to you not, I Googled Marvel Entertainment, like corporate. They're in New York and they have a phone number on the website. Lie to you not. A phone number. I wish I could share my screen on these things. So I picked up the phone and I called the front desk lady. She was not qualified, but you know, we love her anyway. And so she tells me what to do. She also sends me an email for the permissions office. There is this thing called permissions when you work with organizations like this, not just Marvel, not just Disney, but Coca-Cola, Samsung, all of them have permissions when you're using their content. So I had to reach out to the permissions office and let them know everything that was going on in this event in order for them and to give me resources. Now, Les was very key in this because he let me know the type of language, because he has a background in entertainment. So he let me know the language to go about getting those resources from them. So the language he gave me was, hey, Disney, what is the best way I can respect and represent your brand? Simple as that. Simple as that. Because what they're so used to is everyone saying, gimme, 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 Jimmy.
That's what they're used to, and they're used to saying no. But when someone comes across their screen saying, hey, I want to make sure that I'm representing you and your brand the best way possible, and I don't want to cross any toes, I don't want to get in any trouble, tell me how I can do a great job by you. I even went as far as asking them to tell me the specific language that they wanted me to use when promoting the event, even though it was our event. It's their content, it's their movie, you know, so you have to have respect. So doing all that, the guy was blown away, first of all. His name was George. George is blown away. It was like, okay, you're awesome. First of all, he gave me a Super Bowl commercial. He gave me a commercial, a trailer that I could, like, these are like actual MP4 links, like MP4 files that are on my computer. He gave me a Super Bowl trailer. He gave me the short 30-second trailer so that we could actually cross brand with a multi-million-dollar organization. So literally we have a trailer that has an Avengers situation, and then Dapo Group is at the end of it. Like, it's awesome. And
oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Well, and it was, you were bold enough to make that call, and then you were prepared enough to answer with the correct information and ask the right questions. And it takes that 1-2 punch, right? You get in the room, you don't want to squander that opportunity. I'm extremely proud of y'all. And when we chat again and offer a little help to the people that watch these videos, we can let them know about the way you guys are being nurtured for the next big movie release time of year, which is November. Boy, I wish we had time for that. Yet, talk about multi-million-dollar associates. These are multi-million-dollar associates, and let's let them get back to work. Y'all, I'm extremely proud and grateful, and I appreciate you sharing stuff so that you can be a shining example to these other teams that are looking to find your clarity. I really appreciate that.
Hey, thank you, Les. Appreciate you.
All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. And thank y'all. We'll see you.